Okay, y'all. Did you all see the interview that Jay-Z did? I want to talk about it. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, but I want to talk about it too because it was simply trash to me, y'all. I don't know what y'all got from it. It was a lot of deception in there. It was a lot of lies in there. Just disrespect to the 25th power of, what we know. Okay, y'all? What we know alone. Okay? And we can't say that, oh, we were there, this and that and this, but other celebrities were. And they have talked about a lot of things that Jay-Z has done, backdooring them and all that stuff. We have been sitting back watching people coming up demise that speak against them and this and that and that and this. So we're going to talk about it, y'all. Such a waste of time. Such a waste of time. And the interviewer, oh my God, just pitiful, y'all. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Wednesday. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This interview was trash, y'all. That interviewer, straight sellout. I don't care what nobody say. Straight sellout. Everything seemed like it was rehearsed. He only asked questions, y'all. He only asked questions that they probably rehearsed or he was told to ask. He did not go away from the script at all. He stuck strictly to the lines. And you could tell that the whole interview was so staged that it didn't make any sense, y'all. He didn't ask him any real questions. No real questions at all. And I don't know. I know that he's going through his little PR thing and trying to fix his image and stuff like that because of him being so close to Diddy and all of that stuff. But I'm going to say this. If you're going to address doing something to a little one that you weren't supposed to be doing, or this and that, being accused of that, with you and Diddy and Jane Doe and all of that stuff, if you were going to address that, I'm just saying the interviewer should have said something about the fact that you are all over all of these pictures. Your kids call each other uncles and aunties and this and that and this. And you lied. You lied to everybody, the whole world, and said that you and Diddy is not even close. This is no different than Clinton getting on that stand to testify to why that his name and pictures and all this stuff is all over the up to the stain list and all of that stuff. This is no different than him when he went to court with Monica Lewinsky and said, I did not have relations with that there girl. Okay, y'all? And we found out later that he did. And he went to court recently, testifying in front of whatever, Congress, whatever they the judicial system about this up to the stain list. We supposed to believe him now? So years pass and now we're supposed to believe Clinton. After he lied, and I mean lied through his teeth, y'all, about Monica Lewinsky. He was getting excited looking through the pictures that they were showing him, smiling and everything, while he was denying even being there, or he was denying knowing what was going on there. He was just a smiling and geek. This is what Clinton was doing. And this is the same situation here. This guy just came out and told us a bold-faced lie that he has nothing to do with Diddy outside of business. This is what he said, y'all. Business people don't call each other. The kids don't call them aunties and uncles, and they ain't on all these out in pictures together and kicking it and saying that that's my brother, in the public, and telling people that he the only person that could call me Sean and all. Y'all, this hot mess, and he made that interviewer look real bad, y'all. He really, really did. It amazes me that people will mess up their career just to protect somebody that deserve everything that they got coming, allegedly. Okay, y'all? This is crazy to me. He didn't ask him anything about nothing anybody wanted to know about. A good interviewer is going to ask them questions that people want to know about. At least he should have threw in some to make it not look so staged. It was pitiful, y'all. It was pitiful. He lied and said him and Diddy have no dealings outside of business. He had nothing to do with this man. Really? Really, y'all. Then you come and you get on this interview and you tell us all kind of stuff that you won't think that we want to hear, or you think that's going to help, bring you back, bring your career back. And man, this man is almost 60 something. He almost 60. Okay, y'all? And he's trying to come back. And pay attention to the fact that he's going back and pulling out the best of the best in the industry that he turned his back on. And when I say turn his back on, I mean they blackballed a lot of people in the industry. Word on the street. Him and Diddy. This is why Beyonce has all of these awards. Because people like Erykah Badu and the people that should have got awards, because they can really sing. Okay, y'all? They were pushed aside so that Beyonce could have a wall full of awards. They would have been selfish in the industry for a very long time. Same thing with Jay-Z. He started getting all these awards when he married Beyonce. And everybody else got pushed to the side or blackballed in the industry. Y'all, Lord have mercy. And he had the nerves to now come out and use these same people that they blackballed and that they looked over and that they treated like shitika all these years until they need them again. And now, put him on a headline. He's going to headline the picnic. From my understanding, they have this picnic every year. Every year they have this picnic. The Roots and all of them get together and they get down at this picnic. Now he's going to push his way into the picnic. Like they just shoving him down our throat to make people just accept him anyway, y'all. Whenever the world is telling them they are tired of Jay-Z now. Y'all, you can't make this shitika up. For real. This is crazy. And I said the same thing about Destiny Child. Beyonce didn't want nothing to do with them too much no more. As far as music and them making no money together. These big tours she's going on. You wouldn't think that you would let your girls make some money. They got to go and jump on Brandy and Monica's tour to make some money. Kelly. And be petty. But you can't take your petty self and go on tour with Beyonce because she don't want you on tour with her. And she show up to act like she's supporting her. Just to mess with Brandy. Y'all, you can't make this up. Lord have mercy. You can't make this up. And everybody said Beyonce ain't doing nothing but using these girls. And when she started falling off or having problems, marital problems, and everybody's dragging her and this and that and this, and your man is getting accused of the unthinkable, now she want to act like she's sisters to Kelly and Michelle and all of this. When she ain't been thinking about Kelly and Michelle. Kelly and Michelle been out here struggling, y'all. Doing plays and Kelly she's doing a lot of movies and stuff like that. She doing everything that she can to stay afloat. And Michelle been doing a lot of plays and stuff like that. And she's doing gospel music or stuff like that to try to stay afloat. But the only time that Beyonce or Jay-Z be around anybody else from the past like that, in that type of way, is they need them. But when the other people need them, they're nowhere in sight. You can't make this up, y'all. And it's the same thing that's going on right now as we speak. Same thing, y'all. He's popping back out. He wants people to accept him again. He wants to be with the best of the best. The Roots. Of course you're going to come back out with the Roots. And then people going to be like, oh, Jay-Z done put on a good show. How could you not? If you got the roots, I'm just saying, y'all. If you got Erykah Badu, we know how she get down. No matter if some of these people are demonic or whatever, they got talent. A lot of them still do have talent. And this tells you something, that if you're going to make a comeback, why you can't make a comeback by yourself? Why do you need to go pull out everybody else that everybody still like or listen to and all of this stuff to put them on there with you when you go on your little tour? Because word on the street, there's supposed to be a little tour that they're going on. Not only that, there are rumors going around that him and Beyonce is going to be on tour together. He can't do it by himself, y'all. He can't. Because he know he's not going to sell those arenas out. And a lot of people that's probably going to show up to collab with him or whatever, their fans are the ones that's going to buy those tickets just to see them. It's not even about Jay-Z, y'all. Word on the street. It's not even about him. This is crazy. When y'all listen to that interview, did you hear a lot of Oprah in that interview? And when I say Oprah, the things that Oprah says, he was speaking just like Oprah, saying some of the things that she say in her interviews when she be doing interviews with people, or how she just talk. He was this was well rehearsed. If you go back and listen, you will hear tones of Oprah's. For real, which lets me know that Oprah helped, get him ready for this interview. The way he was talking, the words that he was using, go back and listen to it. Y'all hear y'all know what I'm saying. If you all ever listened to Oprah back in the days, you hear the same very words that Oprah used to say. He is saying, y'all, this is crazy on so many levels. These demons stick together. When I tell you they stick together, they stick together. Okay, y'all. He said that, he basically feel like he know what's best for the culture, y'all. And I Google culture, and this popped up, and it said art, music. He knows what's best for the culture as far as art, rituals, language, beliefs, religion, behavior, customs, attitudes. He's saying that he controls this, and he is what's best for the culture, y'all. Somebody better tell these elites that he's not what's best for the culture. And a lot of people that the culture has turned on him. They don't like him. They feel like he has abused his power, along with his buddy P. Diddy, y'all. I have to turn my head from watching this picture because, Lord, I don't know how Beyonce does it, y'all. I really don't. But maybe this is why people say, and a bodyguard was saying that she was smoking her kneecaps off and drinking her kneecaps off. If you had to come home to this, y'all, ladies, you probably would drink too. I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying. How is this good for our culture? What made these white folks think that they should hire him for certain jobs because he represented the culture, y'all? Because his little smooth talking. And I'm going to tell y'all this. You could tell that this was so scripted. When he went to that little meeting to try to get that casino, he was so nervous. He was nervous. He was like looking for her, Lopez, whatever her name is, looking for her to say something. Perez, that's her name. He was looking for her to say something, y'all. And get him out of a bind. He was so nervous, y'all. How can you be nervous at a business meeting for something that you want? How could you be that nervous and you've been in the industry this long and been doing business with these people for a long time? How could he still be so nervous, y'all? Is it because he haven't really been handling his business in the first place? Other people have been doing it for him. And the only reason why he did this interview without being so nervous and acting like he took over, that he was in charge of the interview, is because it was so rehearsed, y'all. Lord have mercy. I said, this guy, yeah, they got to be kidding me. They got to be kidding me, y'all. This is what's best for the culture. This is what they saying is our representation of the culture. This man is allegedly a devil worshiper. This is all that he's about. He disrespects God every chance he gets. And he called himself Hove, y'all. These are the newest pictures that he has put up with the one eye symbolism and stuff. He's still doing the same shitika he been doing back in the days with this demonic mess. And he's going back into it once again. Now that he's coming back out. Because he has to, y'all. And we still got dummies still running around saying that he's a billionaire. Him and Beyonce worth $2.something billion. Who do y'all know that's worth $2.something billion that's out working their kneecaps off? The whole family, y'all. The whole family. The whole family. I wouldn't be surprised that they fired the maids and the twins is the one that's cleaning the house right now. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. How is this good for our culture? How is we going to get this through these higher ups that this not it? This not what we want. A lot of people are, like I said, tired of P. Diddy and Jay-Z and their bullying ways, y'all. People are tired of them. They are. And the world is speaking. Are they listening? Are they listening? No matter how y'all try to promote this guy and push him off on everybody, we don't care about y'all interviews, especially when we know that this guy will lie in a heartbeat to try to make himself look good for y'all, because we already know what we get. There are so many people that came forward and said this guy has done them dirty. And when I say dirty, I mean dirty. How is this? Please tell me, y'all. How in the world is this good for the culture? Him hanging out with these satanic people, y'all. And then you got the nerves to open up a museum and make it look like Bible scriptures on the wall. And look what he put in front of the Bible scriptures. The book of what? But it ain't about what he wrote on the front of it. The gat lighting up at nighttime. Okay? It is the fact that it's the black cube of Saturn, y'all, that he put right in front of what looks to be Bible scriptures, but it's really lyrics. But he wrote it in a biblical way. Y'all. This one right here, I wouldn't stand next to him in a storm. I really wouldn't. Because the fall is going to be hard, y'all. The fall is going to be bad. This is what he decided to put in front of the museum. And we got our people so stupid. Stupid enough to take their children inside of this /library/museum place that's disrespecting God. This guy done changed his name to Hove so it could sound like Jehovah, because he think he's God. And they got the nerves to take their children into this museum. And like I told y'all, you better be careful of places that you go, because you might bring some mojo back home. Y'all. Be careful. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're selling items in there that they probably done did some kind of mojo and worship over it. So you can take it home with you and continue to be under the spell that a lot of these people are, because they're still fans. Some of them are still fans. A lot of people waking up, but a lot of people are also, y'all, they still sleep. They are very much sleep, y'all. Okay? What is good about this man? He wants rappers. This is what he's been going to courts and stuff for. He wants rappers to be able to rap about bodies, if they had something to do with it or not. He wants them to be able to rap about it and not worry about going to jail. He don't want them to be able to use their lyrics. So just say that these two rappers are beefing and one takes the other one mama out or daddy out or whatever. If the other one puts it in a song, and sings about it and raps about it, y'all. Jay-Z don't want people to be held accountable for stuff like that. At the same time, he wants them to get away with stuff. He also allegedly then bought into the prison system, or this was something that he was looking into, buying into the prison system. Instead of opening up some community homes in neighborhoods, because a lot of the hood, they don't have community homes. And if they do, they raggedy, worn down, they're not secure, the kids still don't feel safe. They don't. Why wouldn't you put something to uplift the community? Why would you want to invest in the prison system if you care about the people? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm so sick of this guy. Another thing in the interview, he was talking about women and little ones is off limit. He said that was a rule that they grew up by, that women and children were off limit. Well, somebody tell Kathy White, ain't this a woman, y'all? Ain't this a woman? And word on the street, she was pregnant. But let him tell her they're off limits. Because word on the street is, I don't know, I wasn't around, but they're saying that Jay-Z could be tied to her passing. Him and Beyonce, who raps about it in a lot of her songs. Not raps, but sings about it in a lot of her songs. How is women and children off limits, y'all? Please tell me. How? Nicki Minaj, ain't she somebody that been beefing with Jay-Z for the longest over her own money? Her own money she helped invest in his mess. And he cheated her out of her money. And they're beefing back and forth. And she won't play ball with him anymore. She started off listening to them, putting all that devil worship stuff up in her videos and doing, award shows, floating in the air like the Exorcist. Y'all remember? She had that baby and got married. And she ain't been thinking about them like that. The industry or none of that stuff. You don't see her pushing the satanic stuff anymore. And this is why I have to give her flowers. When somebody is trying to do better, then you have to give them their flowers. She's not pushing that image anymore, y'all. She don't want to put the image out there to hate God. And that's what a lot of the people in Hollywood does. Y'all remember that award? I did a video on it. The award show was taunting. They was taunting God. How many points do God get? How many points do this guy? So we're saying that God had the lowest points. This is what they were doing on a board at the award show. These people are sick, y'all. They are truly, truly sick. This is crazy. So many people has been pushed to the side for Beyonce. So many people have been pushed to the side for Jay-Z. So many people have been pushed to the side for their kids, y'all. Ain't lying. There are people out here that went to school to be actors and voice, the voiceovers and doing all this stuff. People that's been trained for this. They were pushed to the side because Beyonce's daughter wanted to. They wanted her daughter to make her own money. So other people is pushed to the side. Same thing. He got in an interview and he said that they didn't get everything so easy. He started talking about her Blue Ivy dancing in the beginning and how she was just motivated to do better. Was she motivated to do better, or was y'all pushing her to keep doing it until she get it right? Because according to her grandmother, Tina, she said that's not the life she wants to go in. That's not the direction she wants to go in with her life, to be an entertainer. Because y'all remember they were saying that Blue Ivy was going to be, they was trying to make her be a singer and a star and all of this stuff too. And everybody was talking about, the whole situation. And I remember putting a video up saying that if she does good, I'm going to give her flowers. But if it's trash, I'm going to let them know it's trash. I said the same thing about Whitney Houston's daughter, who called herself trying to sing. Her mama and her daddy can sing. But she can't. She couldn't, y'all. She tried. Lord knows she did. And I don't know who was telling her she was sounding good. Because that should have never made it to the internet, that singing that she was doing. It shouldn't have. That was an embarrassment for Whitney Houston's daughter to be trying to sing and sound like that bad. It was an embarrassment. And she had all the wrong people around her because there's no way that I would, if she was my friend, I'd be like, girl, you better think about something else to do. Stick to doing the Tyler Perry little, series, because Tyler Perry had put, Whitney Houston's daughter in the series, and I was like, oh, this is a good thing for her. This should keep her busy, at a job and everything. A lot of fans was happy to see her on the little Tyler Perry show. But she wanted to sing. Somebody was pushing her to sing like Whitney Houston, and she couldn't. And it's probably the same thing with Beyonce. A daughter probably can't sing. That's probably why. Somebody probably told her that's close to her, like, girl, you can't, you go embarrass yourself. And she probably went to her granny and told her granny, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'll dance, but I don't want to sing. I'm going to embarrass myself. And Tina came out and said this is not the direction she wants to go in. So now they are pushing her toward doing voiceovers and stuff like that for cartoons, because they make a lot of money doing that too. But she's pushing somebody else out of a job. And look how young she is, y'all. Everybody else, they really work for that stuff. They just get handed stuff on a silver platter, y'all. But he claims that, women and children are they're off limits. Tell it to Ramir. Tell it to Ramir and his mama. Tell it to them. Ain't she a woman? And wasn't he a little one that you walked away from? He then took him to so many courts in different cities and states. And he just slid through every single time. They got everybody to agree with him that he shouldn't have to take a DNA test. Every judge, every district that he went to. And he stood up on he stood up on that interview and said he don't take shortcuts and this and that and this. You got a lawyer that's all he does is look for another route. Another route. What about the female that came out and said that him and Diddy did something to her? She was disabled. And that was a woman too. She was disabled. Was she off limits for Jay-Z, y'all? Was they harassing her down? You got this much money. Why wouldn't you let the lawyers handle this? Go to court like you're supposed to do. He said there's no way that he was going. He said he would have passed away before he settled out of court with her. You know why? Because instead of putting money in a lot of their victims' pockets, my personal opinion, they'd rather put it in them white folks' pockets, them lawyers' pockets, than the people that they done wronged. Same thing with Diddy. The artists that he played over, made them work for nothing, wouldn't give them nothing, then talked about them afterwards. Stop crying. This is how he act. He go and throw money away, ban pack-a-whacker, and mingle-tingle sessions, but you won't put the money toward the people who helped made the money. I felt so bad for a lot of the group members that he signed. And they were young and they were stupid. And he signed them and they went and did this. Danny Kane them and all that. I felt so bad for them and their families. And being put on that pedestal to make it look like you was about to ball out of control and take care of your families. He made them work and he took their money, y'all. He took their money. And that's probably why money is flying out of his pocket right now with all these lawyers and this and that and this. Because of the same thing. Jay-Z, no different. Word on the street. He took people money too. Did business deals with people. Was all in his feelings. All in his feelings. If he couldn't get the same girl. If he wanted the girl and she didn't want him and wanted one of the business partners. He blackballed a business partner allegedly. And that person came up, mysteriously passed away in an airplane. Okay, y'all? How is women and children off limits, y'all? Splitting image. The young picture to the older picture. Splitting image, y'all. He don't even want to know if it's his child. He don't even want to know. And word on the street is he don't want them to know because he might go to jail because she was not of age. Word on the street. And he still can go to jail for it. But he said he don't do no shortcuts. All of this was shortcuts, y'all. Rihanna. Ain't she a woman, y'all? Don't she have kids, y'all? I'm just asking. Don't she have kids? And didn't her house just get piled up? Did anybody care about the women and the kids in this situation? Her family was there. Did anybody care? And I know they saying that this woman has something to do with this. But think about it, y'all. Really seriously sit back and think about this. Jay-Z is all over the place. He wants the world to think he's on fire. He's hot right now. Beyonce getting ready to go back on tour. He's getting ready to push a tour. He didn't want the competition. My personal opinion. This is why Rihanna was shut down. She just started going, before she started going into that studio doing music with ASAP, she wasn't having no problems that I saw. She wasn't having no problems. But as soon as she went into that studio and the buzz was around that she is coming back with a new album and all of this stuff and going on tour, her house get piled up. Sounds suspect to me, y'all. Every artist that Jay-Z has signed, he strategically did things around him coming out and his artists coming out. Some he signed, he wouldn't have promote their stuff. He wanted to compete with them. The ones he thought that he could actually, that he thought he was better than. But the ones that he didn't think he was better than, they got blackballed. A lot of things happened. Mysterious stuff happened to them when they was about to release something at the same time of Jay-Z. Same thing would be Beyonce. People know better than to release stuff with her. Especially if they ain't any good. And now Rihanna was about to release stuff with him and his wife. You know how bad that was going to really make them look if Rihanna would have been selling out them tours and everything over 2 people, not one, y'all. Him and his wife supposed to be going on tour together. Do you know how bad that would look? Just think if they got similar tour dates, or people just don't have enough money but to go to one concert and don't want to go to both. So they won't be broke the whole summer or whatever. Who y'all think they're going to go and see? Rihanna? Or Jay-Z and Beyonce? If he goes on tour with the Roots and all of these people, they definitely got to sell out in order for everybody to get paid. And everybody that gets paid or do collabs with him, they get cheated out their money. He end up going on to court for trying to take money from them or something. Should the Roots even be bothered with him like that? I can see them do the picnic. But as far as the tour that people are saying that they're going to do a little tour together, I don't see it. If he dogged everybody else out, y'all don't think he's going to get you too? Look what he did to R. Kelly. Look what he did to R. Kelly. Everybody was hyped up about that. And then all of a sudden, R. Kelly is kicked to the side and set up. Because word on the street is that Jay-Z paid for that documentary to come out on R. Kelly. Surviving R. Kelly. He paid for that. Word on the street. It's a lot of backdooring that allegedly he does. But he don't want the world to see that part. He want to jump on the interview and make the world think that he's so innocent. He wouldn't hurt a fly, y'all. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Tell that to Rihanna. This is the first sighting of Rihanna, y'all. This was the first sighting of her, and she was in New York. And I was like, she's in Jay-Z's turf, right? Ain't that's where he's from, New York? She popped back out. She's in New York. This is what made me wonder, is she trying to work something out with Jay-Z now? But she looked peed off in the face. Y'all let me know what y'all think. She looks mad about what happened. I'm surprised she's back, to be honest with y'all. Is she a fighter? Is she the type of person that I'm not gonna let him stop me from doing my album? I'm gonna do it anyway. Is this how she's coming right now? Because she has a boatload of security now, y'all. A boatload of security. This is what she has. Is she ready for him? Is she about to still go up against Jay-Z? Because I think in her heart of hearts, she knows where this is coming from. Possibly coming from. Okay, y'all? I just don't see this as a coincidence that she is in competition tour-wise with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And every time somebody is a beefing or in competition with them, things happen. Things happen. Another thing I heard, y'all, say this too. This is what I heard. I don't know how I'll be around them. But word on the street is, the female that allegedly pow up her house, Rihanna's house, she got some type of ties to A$AP Rocky. Word on the street. This is what I've been hearing, y'all. I don't know. I'll be around them, so I'm gonna say allegedly. But they're saying that there's a major cover up right now, and that this female knows A$AP Rocky in some type of way. And a lot of people felt like this had to do with him messing around with somebody or this and that, and they came for him. Because people were saying that the little trailer, whatever, the thing the little tent thing they had in the back, they are saying that both of them was inside of it at the time that it was hit up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You cannot. Lord have mercy. That head, boy. I can't help but say something about that head, y'all. Them babies got their head. Look at that forehead, boy. Them babies got Rihanna's forehead. They not playing. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Lord have mercy. Rihanna looked peed off, y'all. 1 minute she's standing next to this man thinking that he is going to, be on the up and up about her career and everything. The next minute, allegedly, these people are being bullied. I find it ironic that, I'm just saying, y'all, I don't see this stuff as coincidence. I keep saying this. You got Kanye West that came publicly out that used to work with Jay-Z and said, don't send your goons at me. Don't send your goons at me. Y'all think that he didn't mean what he said? The security guard that came out and talked about Jay-Z and that some of the kids ain't his and Beyonce's and all of this stuff. He came out and talked against him, said that he keep Beyonce zooted up out of her mind. This is how he controls her. That man is gone now, y'all. He's gone. Just like Brittany Murphy, that used to hang around them. She passed away from pneumonia. Her husband passed away from pneumonia. All of these people hung around P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Kim Porter passed away from pneumonia. What are they giving these people? The Eazy-E special, and they just saying it is pneumonia? You got to ask yourself this question. For real, for real. These two people that was in the video with him, he's beefing with. She don't want nothing to do with him and his wife. Kanye West is begging him, don't send your goons. But he want to get on this interview and pretend to the world that he wouldn't hurt a fly, y'all. You cannot make this up. This is crazy work, y'all. It's crazy. And just like people were calling and lying, saying that Nicki Minaj, you know, what they call it, swatting or squatting, whatever they call it, y'all. Remember they was calling her and saying that there was something going on in the house and the police get there and wasn't nothing going on. Word on the street is this is tied to Jay-Z as well, y'all. This is crazy work, y'all. This is crazy. I don't get it. Drake house was piled up. I think his security guard got hit before. And Drake was beefing with, allegedly, and Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar. It wasn't, and he tried to act like he had nothing to do with that beef. But according to the internet, I don't know if it's true or not, I wasn't there. But according to the internet, y'all, and people that talked about the story and this and that and this, and behind the scenes, okay, a lot of people were saying that Jay-Z was the mastermind in that whole Kendrick and Drake situation, y'all. He got up there and said that beef started way before him. Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. He played so innocent in this doggone interview that it was ridiculous. And like I said, that guy was trash. He was trash. You could tell everything was just so staged from the start. Okay? He knew every question. They knew how they was going to bring it. They brought out they call themselves addressing the bad stuff first so they can get along to go to the rest of the stuff. Oh, I'm glad you came out with this so we can get along to go on to the rest of the stuff and we can get this out the way. Yeah, because that's how you planned it. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. Tory Lanez locked up right now because he wouldn't sign with Jay-Z as well. Nipsey Hussle started doing business with Jay-Z. And he's no longer here anymore. No longer here. But ask yourself this question. Why is Jay-Z and P. Diddy making money off of Nipsey right now? Some of Nipsey's ideas that he was talking about doing. Word on the street is Jay-Z took those ideas to China, y'all. Or Korea or something like that. He took the ideas to them. He's still making money. Him and Beyonce, because word on the street, he's attached to some of his clothing lines or something like that. That's what I heard, y'all. That's what I heard. He's attached to that as well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Prince did all that to get out his masters, all that stuff. Got his music back. Start doing business with Jay-Z. And mind you, Prince's girlfriend that he was with had keys to his house. During the time that he passed away, she worked for Jay-Z. She worked for Jay-Z, y'all. Is she the one that was in Prince's ear telling him to do some business with Jay-Z? And then he went on and did it? And once he did it, he regretted it? Because they know when their time is up. They know. And Prince knew something was about to happen. He knew it. He knew it, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The woman worked for Jay-Z. How ironic is that? It's just like the security guard that's tied to P. Diddy was tied to Michael Jackson's team as well. How ironic is that, y'all? Coincidence? Or they been busy? I'm just asking, y'all. Just asking. I put in Jay-Z and disrespect. And the reason why I put this in is because of how he taunts God and how he supports Satan. So I put that in, disrespect, because that's what popped up. 62 and 46 popped up, y'all. Look at them numbers. Same numbers, y'all. They popped up. I said, ain't that something? Disrespect equals 62 and 46. Same thing. Hova equals 46 too. I told y'all everything they do it by these numbers. Hova equals 46 as well. Disrespect equals 46. Sacra to the Feist equals 46 too. I keep telling y'all it's going to be a big fish. I keep telling y'all. And then we had Erykah Badu that come out and say that it's a train coming and she can't turn it down. She want to, but she can't. Why? Is Erykah Badu smoked out and scared too that they're going to send the goons at her too? Because word on the street now, Erykah Badu and Jay-Z is hosting the picnic, y'all. He ain't had nothing to do with Erykah Badu, and I can't tell when. It amazes me how people come out the woodwork to support Jay-Z and Beyonce when they don't support any of them. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The beast also equals 46, y'all. So, a lot of people gonna lose their souls going to anything that has to do with these demons. This picnic, y'all better be careful. I'm gonna just say it like it is. The concerts, y'all better be careful messing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. No, I'm just saying. And they pulling out some people like Erykah Badu that's into satanic stuff as well, allegedly. Life or DEATH. Life and DEATH. Came up too. That equals 46 as well, y'all. You can't make this up. You can't. Blasphemy. That's where I got the disrespect from. Blasphemy. Because that's what he's doing. He is speaking against God. He is using God's name in vain. And acting as if he serves Satan. Okay, y'all? Blasphemy equals 101. Sean equals 110. Okay, y'all? Same thing. Blasphemy also equals 38. Take you out by the numbers. So when you keep disrespecting, you end up in the dirt. Okay, y'all? You end up in the dirt. Train also equals 62 and 26. Same thing, y'all. Train equals Jay-Z, 62. And it also equals disrespect. There's a train that she can't dodge it. She got to get on it. Y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And y'all wonder why Beyonce been drinking? If you had if you had to look at that thing, you would be tore up too. If you got to go home with that and look at that book of Bear. I'm just saying, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section about this interview. Did you all like the interview, or did y'all feel like he was doing nothing but lying through the whole thing, y'all? Nothing but lying. Disrespect equals 38. Blasphemy equals 38. 38 equals sacrifice. Take you out by the numbers. Fit 46 equals what he called himself, Hova, y'all. You can't make this up. That interview was full of lies. That interview was a desperation. And I wish and I hope and wish, y'all, that people come to their senses. Not just people that's of the world, but the people that's call themselves celebrities out here that is supporting these monsters, y'all. These people that supporting these monsters, I hope they wake up too. I hope that they say, I ain't going to the picnic. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. They didn't care about us. So why should we care about them? And once they cancel the tour or whatever, the picnic, get your own date back without him. And still give the people what they want, because they do it every year anyway. Why does Jay-Z have to be a part of it, the culture, when he needs them? What about when they need him? He went so far up in status, stepping on people's necks. Word on the street, y'all. Okay? And he could care less about how they made it, whatever. Y'all. This is somebody that his own family member couldn't borrow $5,000. That's like a penny to him during that time. It's probably a lot to him now. Okay? Because if his mother-in-law is selling gumbo for $25 a cup. Okay, y'all? There's some money problems in there. And it's serious business right now. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And if you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Peace.